still missing. News 3 now at 6 begins right now.
And thanks for joining us tonight. Madison police officers are investigating another armed robbery, this one in broad daylight on the city's east side. The victims say they were robbed at gunpoint yesterday after catching one of the suspects rummaging through their vehicle.
Just last week, Madison police warned us about criminals becoming bolder, robbing people at gunpoint on the west side and breaking into dozens of cars. But tonight, police are telling us they don't think this one is connected. Brad Hamilton is live near Olbrich Park, where the latest incident happened. Brad?
Well, Charlotte, every time we seem to go to one of these neighborhoods, the consensus is that it's very peaceful and usually very quiet. But yesterday, this street was anything but that, as an armed robbery took place in broad daylight. A woman saw a robbery happen right in front of her yesterday, but we're not seeing her face tonight out of fear that the suspects may come back.
Never seen anything like this in this area.
This area is John Street, just off of Atwood near Olbrich Park. Madison police spoke with several people who said that they were held at gunpoint and robbed at around 1:30 p.m. on Monday. Now, the victims noticed a person rummaging through their car, and when they decided to approach the person, two other suspects appeared, pointed handguns, threatened them, stole personal belongings, and then took off in a black SUV.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I thought maybe they knew each other and there was just going to be a fight ensued, you know, like you did something to me or whatever, but no, it was a robbery.
Police say the suspects are three young black men between the ages of 16 and 20 years old, and their getaway car is a black Honda Pilot. MPD didn't have someone to speak with us on camera today, but they did say that they don't believe this crime is related to a recent string of 3 armed robberies on Madison's west side. But this east side neighborhood remains worried, as whoever is responsible remains on the loose.
It surprised me. I mean, we haven't had any problems as far as cars being broke into or anything in this neighborhood. I guess we've been lucky.
And again, no one has been arrested in this case. And if you have any information on this, please call the Madison Police's tip line. Reporting live in Madison tonight, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad, thank you. Police in Milwaukee turning to the community, asking for help finding a young boy still reported missing. 3-year-old Major Harris hasn't been seen since last week. His mother was found shot to death last Thursday. 3 days later, a suspect in the case shot and killed himself, but Major still hasn't been found.
So we're asking for everyone. We know that some people have already stepped up to help, and we appreciate that. We're also asking for anyone else that has information to definitely send that into the police, to Crime Stoppers, and help in any way possible to make sure that Major is found.
Milwaukee police said they searched 2 places in Dodge County as well, but those searches and others across the city of Milwaukee have not led them to Major. And in Fort Atkinson, police are issuing a missing person alert tonight for a man who hasn't been seen since early October. 41-year-old Scott McDaniel was last seen leaving his group home on foot on North Main Street back on October 5th. According to the alert, McDaniel is schizophrenic, does not have his medications with him.
In Rock County, a man was shot while he was out riding his bike this morning in Beloit. Police say it happened around 5 o'clock on Summit Avenue. The 45-year-old victim was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect reportedly shot the man while driving. Anyone with information about this shooting is asked to call law enforcement. Within the last hour, the man accused of causing a deadly Middleton crash that killed 3 local high school students was booked in the Dane County Jail. He's now formally charged in the teen's death. Brady Mallory joins us now with the list of charges he faces.
Authorities say Eric Mehring is out of the hospital and now in custody, and he faces 3 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle, 3 counts of second-degree reckless homicide, and 2 counts of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. Well, this is the crash that killed Simon Balesi, Jack Miller, and Evan Cradwell. The criminal complaint filed against Mehring suggests he told police he crashed into the teen's vehicle on West Mineral Point Road, going 75 miles per hour in an area where the speed limit drops from 55 to 45 miles per hour. Breath test results indicate Mehring was driving with 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in his system at the time. After the crash, Mehring allegedly told the deputy he was on his way home from a local bar. You can read the full criminal complaint under this story on channel3000.com.
Brady, thank you. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast. Now, here's meteorologist Dana Full. Dana?
Out on the patio where it feels pretty comfortable still. In fact, we're not looking at too cold of an overnight temperature heading into our Wednesday. Sunset was just a few minutes ago, and right now we're looking at our temperatures dropping overnight. We did see afternoon highs in the low 70s, 68 right now, but again, thanks to that breeze coming in from the south, it won't be quite as cool for early Wednesday. Temperatures still holding on to the mid to upper 60s compared to this time yesterday in a very similar spot. Our dew point's a little bit higher, though. That's just an increase in moisture in front of our next system that is going to bring in some mild temperatures and rain chances for tomorrow. Our breeze generally tonight staying in the low teens. For tomorrow, variably cloudy skies with showers expecting to develop mainly in the afternoon and evening. We're going to hold on to that rain chance overnight as we head into early Thursday. Looking at the rest of the 10-day, we're going to stay fairly close to average heading into the weekend and next week, with a few more rain chances expected to pop up. But we'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. A Wisconsin man pleading guilty to a misdemeanor charge related to his role in the breach of the U.S. Capitol back on January 6. 53-year-old Kevin Loftus of Eau Claire charged with parading, demonstrating, or picketing in a Capitol building. He appeared via video in U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. today after reaching a plea deal with prosecutors. The misdemeanor carries up to 6 months in prison. At least 4 other Wisconsin men also face charges for entering the Capitol that day.
We are getting a better idea of where Wisconsin stands among other states for discrimination at work. The feds are handling a complaint within a state agency right now. Tonight, investigative reporter Naomi Cole shows us complaints like those are more common than you might think. Naomi?
A professor and a doctoral student at UMass Amherst studied data from 2012 through 2016. Now, this data is hundreds of thousands of discrimination complaints filed with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Their findings show that Wisconsin has the 6th most complaints filed by black workers in the country.
Most people who file discrimination charges go this formal route, have first had some kind of internal complaint to their employer, and been rebuffed, or even more commonly been subject to some kind of retaliation.
Now, we're far closer to average for discrimination complaints across all races, coming in at 28th. We actually do better than most with mandated employer changes after a complaint, coming in at 8th. In Wisconsin, for that time period, 13% of complaints resulted in an actual work policy change. I'll put a complete list of Wisconsin rankings online at channel3000.com, and that's where you'll also find our special report highlighting one black worker's experiences. And now, what's an ongoing federal investigation at Wisconsin's Office of the Commissioner of Insurance.
Naomi, thank you. After working more than 30 years for the city, Madison's Fire Chief Stephen Davis says he will be retiring next year. Chief Davis has worked for the department since 1989, and in that time has served as a firefighter, paramedic, training officer, lieutenant, and division chief. He was appointed the city's fire chief back in 2012. In a blog post, he wrote, quote, "When I was appointed fire chief, I made a promise to the organization, to the community, to my family, and to myself that I would serve to the best of my ability and honor and dignity for 10 years. My time has come, and I feel like I have fulfilled that promise." Chief Davis said he plans to retire effective April 1st of 2022. Still ahead at 6, breaking ground on a new 122,000 square foot facility on the city's north side.
Plus, we're learning more about the effects COVID is having on our kids and what it will take to get immunocompromised students safely back in the classroom.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
When you Open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Mix it into a stir fry. Better. Saute it into some veggies. Better. Or brush it onto a steak.
Way better.
With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
It's that time of year to hit the open road. To make sure your trip is safe, Meineke is now offering free brake pads. Call your Madison area Meineke for details. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help.
Eliminate stress at iMart Express. New customers, you'll love your new view with 40% off your first purchase and a 365-day guarantee. Quality glasses made in-store and free frame. And lens protection for a year. At iMart Express, seeing better is living better.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award. Television.
Welcome back. For the first time in weeks, the 7-day average of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has dipped below 2,000 per day. 16 counties are still in the critically high category for transmission. The other 56 counties are in the very high category. Healthcare workers gave out more than 450 doses of COVID-19 vaccines during the first few days of operations at the newly reopened vaccination clinic at the Alliant Energy Center.
A spokesperson for Public Health Madison and Dane County said a total of 454 vaccines were administered between Tuesday and Saturday last week. The clinic reopened on October 12th. Public Health did not have data on the number of initial doses versus booster shots that were given, but the spokesperson said most patients were there for booster shots. New York Times reporting the FDA is on the verge of allowing people to get different booster shots than their original vaccinations. The move is of particular interest for people with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine after one small study showed those people had higher immune responses when they got a second dose from the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines.
I think what the FDA is going to say is they're going to make it easy. You can get a different booster if you want, but we're going to recommend staying with the same brand if you can.
The Times says the move could come as early as tomorrow, and an FDA spokesperson confirms the agency has the power to make the authorization if it feels it is needed. Colin Powell's death this week reminded us all too often COVID is deadly for those with underlying conditions. That's especially so for unvaccinated, immunocompromised children.
Christina Laurie spoke with a family of a boy with a rare condition, and the doctor who's helping kids like him safely return to the classroom.
Cade Moreau's life has never been normal.
If he spikes a fever, something's really, really wrong with him.
Cade spent the first 6 years of his life in and out of doctors' offices. He has Prader-Willi syndrome, a rare condition that causes lack of muscle tone, sleep apnea, waves of uncontrollable hunger, and causes Cade to get much sicker than most kids from common viruses.
I mean, anytime that he's had like the flu or RSV, it's pretty much landed us. Every time it's landed us into the hospital.
That's why Cade's mom, Katie, is extraordinarily concerned about COVID.
It would kill him. Definitely would kill him. Like, I know they say, well, there's no, kids are doing better. I'm like, well, that's fine. Also, kids make it through the flu, no problem, and not going into the hospital.
This is where UW Health Dr. Ryan Collar comes in. Since May, Collar has been leading a study funded by a $2 million grant from the National Institutes of Health to help kids like Cade return to a somewhat regular routine.
What is it going to take to have safe school attendance for this really vulnerable population of children?
Less than 6 months in, Collar already has some results, which are shared in near real time on the study's website.
One thing that our study really shows is that having the access to testing, whether it's in the home environment or in school, is doable. It's feasible, it's practical, and it helps families.
Collar says routine testing will play the biggest role in getting all kids back to school. But there's something we can all do too.
Parents of children who have complex health issues, for their child to be healthy and safe, everybody needs to be healthy and safe.
That means vaccinations, masks, maintaining a basic level of empathy, although sometimes difficult, can help kids like Cade return to the classroom and life as normal as possible.
I said, but if you can do something that can protect other people, your grandparents, even children, babies, even younger babies, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do something that can protect somebody else?
In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Again, the results from Dr. Collar's study are available right now. You can find a link on our website, channel3000.com. Still to come tonight, a big day for Wisconsin sports fans. Packers and Bucks as the reigning NBA champions return to the court for their season and home opener.
But first, another mild fall day. Meteorologist Dana Fulton will let us know how long this warm stretch will continue. That's next.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Introducing the best deal in mobile. Unlimited on 2 or more lines for just $29.99 a line. All on a nationwide 5G network that provides the best overall experience and reliability. Call 844-677-2999.
Unlimited for $29.99. This offer's gonna take off.
We changed the rules when we introduced mobile with no contracts, no added taxes, and no hidden fees. And now we're doing it again, making it easier to get unlimited for less with our best deal ever. Get unlimited from Spectrum Mobile for just $29.99.
That's amazing.
It's the best deal in mobile.
Join the millions who've switched and get the best deal in mobile. Unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included for just $29.99 and save up to 60%. Call 844-677-2999. Click SpectrumMobile.com or visit a store near you.
With Dad's arthritis, he needs extra help around the house, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their agent home service, he can stay at home.
That's where I want to spend these months. With hospice care from a Grace, I can stay home with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my life again after Joe died, but through a Grace, I found hope and healing.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
For over 60 years, Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has brought joy and happiness to Midwest families. And now through Wednesday, we're celebrating our Toyland tradition by offering great deals for everyone's wish list. Like this remote control cat truck, only $42.99. $50 instant savings on this DeWalt drill driver kit. This Presto Rapid Cold Brewer, just $19.99. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, where wishes come true for everyone. Don't miss our store-wide celebration now through Wednesday.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement. So take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A massive new warehouse on the city's north side will soon provide rental space for local companies looking for a place to move to.
Grey Wolf Partners, which is a Milwaukee-based company, broke ground on the 122,000 square foot building today on Ronald Reagan Avenue. But they don't plan on using it themselves. They want to lease it. They say the state-of-the-art building will be ideal for warehouse, distribution, manufacturing, assembly, and similar needs.
A record number of people signed up for the Goodman Community Center's annual Thanksgiving basket drive on the first day of open registrations. More than 2,400 families and individuals signed up yesterday to receive a basket. Event organizers say that's nearly 200 more registrants than the same time last year when demand was at an all-time high. This morning, John Leica from the Goodman Center walked with our Leah Linscheid through what these baskets contain.
The traditional staples, the cranberry, the stuffing, the gravy, but you also get fresh produce, potatoes, carrots, onions. You get milk, butter, eggs, pumpkin pie. You can't forget about pie, whipped cream. You get a frozen turkey in a roaster pan. So really everything you could possibly need.
Any Dane County residents looking to sign up to receive a basket can do so by registering online or call the number on the screen there, 608-204-8081. You can call Monday through Friday between 12:30 and 6 p.m. And News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of this year's Thanksgiving Basket Drive.
A beautiful day for mid-October. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at our forecast.
Unfortunately, we're going to back off on the sunshine and this mild weather as a little bit of rain builds in, and the system approaching for the middle of the week will cool us down heading heading into the weekend. Rain chances will develop for tomorrow afternoon. Could see a few thunderstorms mixed in, though it looks like mostly showers for Wednesday. Once we get into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, drier weather expected for the first half of the weekend, and temperatures behind this rain chance will get a little cooler outside. It will fall back to that more late October, what we should be seeing for this time of year. Doppler track right now is quiet throughout Wisconsin. This is what we're keeping an eye on off to the west. Notice some snow right now swirling around for parts of Colorado, even into Wyoming. That won't stay snow as it moves closer to us, but the center of that system, that's what's going to be crossing over Wisconsin, bringing rain, just rain, for tomorrow, and possibly again a few isolated thunderstorms mixed in. Behind this system, we will see a shift in our wind direction and some cooler temperatures. Right now, a breeze coming in from the south. Temperatures overnight only landing at about 50 for overnight lows, so a mild start to the day tomorrow. Our cloud coverage increases through the afternoon with scattered showers expected for much of the day. Now, notice we'll have dry time mixed in as well. Might be a good day to just keep the umbrella on hand as you need it. Scattered showers expected overnight into early Thursday morning. The Thursday commute early in the day, likely dry for most of the area, but we could still have a few lingering showers early Thursday. Otherwise, Thursday we're into that drier pattern. Our breeze coming in from the northwest for us late Thursday, and that's going to keep us cooler for Friday and for Saturday. Outside of that, looking ahead in our 6 to 10 days, still quite likely that the rest of the 10-day, the back half of the 10-day, trending a little bit above average for us. For tomorrow, high temperatures will be in the upper 60s, close to 70 degrees, with those showers developing under variably cloudy skies. Almost 10 degrees above average for our Wednesday. Now for Thursday and through the weekend, temperatures will be in the mid to low 50s for afternoon highs. Partly sunny skies expected for Thursday, extending into Saturday. And Friday night, temperatures will drop down to the mid 30s for overnight lows with a calm breeze. Very likely that we'll see areas of frost, not just some patchy frost for early Saturday morning. Likely seeing patchy frost early Sunday, with a few more chances for rain building in next week, with temperatures in general staying very seasonable, but still just a few degrees above average through the work weekend as we start to look ahead to Halloween weekend.
Well, it's going to be a battle of the top teams in women's hockey. Wisconsin women's hockey will be put to the test this weekend with Ohio State coming to town. We're going to hear from the Badgers on this matchup coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Goldman Cars is selling new body-style 2018 Chevy Equinoxes starting only $14,995 or $235 per month.
That's right. Goldman Cars is having a huge sale on 2018 Chevy Equinoxes, very well equipped, starting at $14,995 or $235 per month.
So hurry today and just ask for my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Go to Goldman Cars East or West with over 500 vehicles to choose from.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Feast your eyes on IHOP's Halloween menu. From caramel apple a la mode pancakes to Reese's Pieces pancakes and monster mummy burritos. Could you stop?
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from 90 Day Fiancé.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible.
incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Tomorrow morning in our ION Education segment, we take you to Verona and introduce you to a Teacher of the Year who's breaking barriers.
And you may wake up to sunshine, but rain is on the way. We're tracking that tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Fresh off a road sweep of Minnesota Duluth, the Badger women's hockey team has another big series coming up this Saturday and Sunday. Wisconsin will drop the puck against number 2 Ohio State at LeBon. So it's a matchup between the top 2 teams in the nation. But Mark Johnson's squad is trying not to buy into the hype. They're preparing for the Buckeyes just like they would if they were playing Lindenwood this weekend.
I would just say going into it, you know, just preparing like any other team, doing what we need to do all week long to get ready for our opponent. And we don't take any opponent any differently than we would Ohio State. Everybody's got to come ready to go.
To be honest, I think we try not to focus on rankings and things like that. We're in a strong league. The whole WCHA league's very strong. So when you're going up against a team like Ohio State, it's just a good match.
2 former Packers will have their names forever etched into Green Bay's history. Linebacker Tim Harris and wide receiver Greg Jennings will be inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame class of 2022. Harris recorded 422 tackles and 55 sacks in his 5 seasons with the Packers. Jennings spent 6 seasons in green and gold, catching 425 passes for over 6,000 yards with 53 touchdowns. Now, it's hard to forget the fallout when Jennings left Green Bay. Nevertheless, he's honored to be recognized by his former team.
When you think about Hall of Fame and organizations, I can't think of any that can top the Green Bay Packers. I never really let myself think far as far as Hall of Fame, but to be recognized as a player that is deserving, it is a tremendous honor, and I don't take it lightly.
The celebration continues in Milwaukee tonight. The reigning champions are just minutes away from opening the regular season against the Brooklyn Nets. But before tonight's season opener, the Deer once again celebrated the historic win, this time with a new banner at Visor Forum and finally the ring ceremony, where players get a physical piece of the championship.
I guess you see the proof that you actually won. I think the ring symbolizes that all. It's something you can hold on to for years and pass it down to your family and kids and whatnot. So to be able to see it and see okay, this is the thing that we won it sounds corny or cheesy sometimes, but it's actually pretty cool.
Tip-off coming up shortly. We'll have more from the ceremony and game later tonight at 10. Dana?
Jordan, I think most of the newsroom is going to be watching that game. All the TVs will be on it. We have some shower chances for tomorrow. Variably cloudy skies with temperatures in the upper 60s. For Thursday through Saturday, partly sunny skies. A slight chance for showers early Thursday morning, otherwise staying dry through the first half of the weekend. Early Saturday morning, early Sunday morning, these overnight low temperatures will fall to the mid-30s. So it's going to be cool outside, and we will have some frost concerns heading into this weekend. Next week, a few more rain chances will develop with afternoon highs starting to trend back up a little bit above average, closer to 60 degrees for most of the work week, with overnight lows also trending a little bit up in the mid to upper 40s. So we do have a few cool days mixed in, a few frost concerns, but no big drops just yet as we start to look towards the end of October, towards the end of that 10-day.
All right, Dana, thank you, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.